Octavia Prime, the WarFrame that is so strong, she plays the game for you, so you don't have to. She got herself a Prime, obviously, so let's have a look at her. Here we are in the simulacrum with Octavia. So, really straightforward way to demonstrate Octavia against some level 165 corrupted heavy gunners. By pressing 4 buttons, and then crouching for a bit, we get to just sit back with our hands out and watch as the corrupted heavy gunners kill themselves. Congratulations, you've played yourself. So, let's have a look at the build that I am using for Octavia Prime. This is the build that I'm using for Octavia Prime. It is a one-former build, so it's really straightforward. We're looking at some high power duration, as well as some high power range, as well as some extra efficiency, just so that we don't burn through all of our energy at the same time. And we're just going to keep our power strength at 105%, i.e. just hovering around 100%, so that we can still do as much damage as per usual. I feel like going for extra power strength on Octavia Prime, or Octavia in general, isn't really necessary. You don't necessarily have to do that. But if you do want to do that, you're mainly probably going to want to do that for the Vivace speed buff, which is of course the movement speed buff, which could be helpful if you so desire, or potentially just buffing your own self through the power of the amp if you so desire. But either way, it's not going to make that big of a difference. Outside of that, we are going to be using Partition Mallet, which is an augment for the mallet. It allows me to summon 2 simultaneous mallets, which you'll see in subsequent footage. And we also are going to be using Conductor, which, granted, I don't necessarily utilize all that often, but I do like to keep it around just in case I feel the desire to tell my resonator to go to a very specific place. That way, I can then control my resonator in order to do so. With Conductor, there is also this extra thing where if you hold down 2, you will be able to then tell your conductor or your resonator to continue its normal activities as opposed to being directed, so you can cancel that directive if you so desire. And we're also going to be using Preparation, mainly because I feel like when a mission starts, Octavia doesn't really feel all that good when she doesn't have any energy whatsoever. So having Preparation alongside Prime Flow gives me more leeway to just start a mission right off the bat by being able to do everything I need, and that's going to be really good. You don't necessarily need to have a full preparation if you so desire. You could potentially get away with something like a half preparation because Octavia with Prime Flow already has a lot more energy than before. And Octavia Prime, by the way, does have increased energy from Octavia Regular. So that's pretty much it. Really straightforward build for a very powerful WarFrame, potentially one of the strongest WarFrames, particularly because you don't really have to do a whole lot during the game in order for the game to play itself. So that's basically how Octavia works. This is also kind of why I don't necessarily use Octavia a lot, because at some point I do get tired of just sitting there and just watching the game play itself. Octavia is pretty much the only WarFrame that kind of turns the game into a movie at that point. You just press 4 buttons every so often and then you're pretty much good to go, so that's kind of it. So let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. The funny thing about Octavia as well is that she kind of decimates nullifiers as well, because for some reason the mallet actually can hit a nullifier bubble and then actually pop that bubble as well. So the strongest WarFrame in the game, I guess. Perhaps at some point I'll do an Octavia overview, because it's a really straightforward overview. But until then, hope you guys enjoyed. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more WarFrame content, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.